Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Lost Ark. This is going to be my first impressions and like the first, I don't know, 30 minutes of the game. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, I have played the game before, so I'll kind of give you guys a brief little review. Let's kick it off really quick with the classes. So here are the classes available. We got Warrior, we've got Mage, we've got Martial Artist, female and male. Oh, I love this little intro with all the classes. It definitely looks really polished. Awesome. Next up, we got the Gunner. This is the male Gunner. This is one of my favorite classes. Now, as far as going male and female, I'm not sure if there is a difference. Like, in terms of, like, what it's showing over here. Deliver powerful long-range attacks. It basically looks the same. And then we got Assassin over here. Awesome. So what's cool with Lost Ark, by the way, is there are advanced classes. So each one of these classes, except for I believe the Gunner right now, I think you can I think some of these may come later out in the game, but there's only Gunslinger. But with most of the classes, there are multiple different choices that you can have. Like, for example, the Assassin can actually get a demon transformation. I don't know what they call it. Some of the names of some of these things I may mention will be a little bit different from, like, the Korean version. But, yeah, they have Deathblade and then Shadow Hunter. And, oh, you don't get to see anything else? Okay. Well, I was hoping that they would at least show off, like, more than just a little video. Maybe you could read a little bit more about what makes this advanced class different than others, right? That would have been kind of cool. Each one of these also has a story. It's kind of like a Microsoft PowerPoint, though. I'll briefly show you guys it real quick. But yeah, it's basically just pictures. There's some narration here. But want to also mention that this game is going to be free to play. It's just right now it's in like closed access to those of the people that did buy a founders pack, which was, I believe, $15 was like the lowest entry point that you can get access to the game. Because I know a lot of you guys that play Diablo and Path of Exile were really excited about this game because I create content on those games. This game's a little bit different. I just want to mention that as a heads up, but it is technically an action RPG. I'm going to go ahead and select the Gunner. We're going to go ahead and create a female Gunner over here. This class is very, very fun. Now, depending on the class you play, you may need to have a lot more dexterity. The Gunner requires a lot more like micromanagement because you can swap between guns. It's really cool. I'm not going to sit here for like an hour in the character customization screen, but there are lots of options here. Here are some of the presets that we have available. The character creator is pretty good for an action RPG. It's almost on like the level of like some MMOs. Really cool stuff. I'll hit random a couple times just so we can see some random variations of characters and what you can do. Now, here are some of the options. Oh, that's really cool looking. Awesome. There's a lot of cool things with the makeup too, and I believe you can make things from, let's say, other games. If you were like fans of like other superheroes and stuff, you can change the color of the face. Not a lot of games let you do that. And if you be like, you know, you can maybe make like a She-Hulk or like any, again, superhero or anything like that. I love that when games allow the characters to be fully customized. Really cool stuff indeed. Black Desert does that really well. But yeah, let's just go ahead and select. What do we have as a good base? Okay, whoops. Alright, maybe we'll use this one as our base. We can hit random a couple more times, just so we get a good amount of variety, but I think I will go with, yeah, this one looks good. We'll change up the hairstyle. We can change the outfits. My face isn't really blocking anything. I'll move it out of the way just for 1 second so you guys can see it. There's different, like, little emotes that you can do, different little poses and stuff like that. But also wanted to mention the game is 70 gigabytes if you're wondering how big is the file size, because I know some people like want to know about that. And then you can save different customization options. You can change the background too. That's kind of cool. Oh, it has to actually load it in. All right. So yeah, like I said, even though this is my kind of like my first impressions video, again, this is for like the North America launch, the Amazon games version. So here is the face options. Wait, can we zoom in a little bit more? Oh, can we not change? I like this outfit. This outfit looks good too. I want to zoom in more. That's the limit though. I wish we could zoom in a little bit more, especially if I'm changing like the face shapes. Like I want to see the face, if that makes any sense. Advanced face settings. Okay, so we have eyes, eyebrows. You can change the gap distance. Okay, there's a lot of options, but specifically on the body. Oh, that's just quick. Is there advanced like body proportions? Is there a chest slider? That's the kind of content that I'm looking for. Alright, unfortunately, okay, we do have a lot of hair options. Wow. Okay, so I guess there's not very much that you can do on bodies, and that kind of makes sense because in some games, like, you know, for armor sake, oh, we can make two-tone. Oh, we can change the main hair color. Oh, okay. I think I might go with a white since we're gonna be like a gunner over here. I kind of make like a Devil May Cry like demon hunter character. I do want to change the hairstyle. Can we rotate it a little bit? Because we're gonna be looking at the back of the character as well. Ooh, this looks really cool. Wish we could change the front. Some games will let you have like a front hairstyle and then you have like a back hairstyle. Ooh, I like this. This is good. We're gonna be a hot vampire girl. You know what? I'm not gonna spend too much time on the character. I honestly have spent hours in customization before, but I'll give you guys like a brief like overview of it. We can maybe add some freckles to her. We got some special makeup. Yeah, I wish you could zoom in a little bit more. We got tattoos as an option as well. Oh, we have voice type. Oh, you guys are gonna always want me to pick this one, so I'll do it for you guys just for that like brief introduction. I like the way that she looks though. All right, we'll go with this voice. I guess apply changes. Oh, we can save the customization. Okay, cool. That's awesome. We'll make a backup save too. All right, I like this as a start. Like I said, normally I'd spend a lot longer in here, but for the sake of starting out, oh, you can't do. Can you do spaces? Okay, there we go. Devil May Cry. All right, we're gonna make some demon hunters. Oh, you can't put. Can you put dashes? What other characters can you put? Oh, okay. Well, I guess. Can we do numbers? You can't even put numbers? Wow, what can you not put? So, special characters, explicit, abnormal. You can't even put GM in it. Okay, whatever. Let's just go ahead and get started with this character and yeah, do a first impressions of the game for the NA launch. Oh, there's a power pass. Keep in mind this game is free, so there will be probably microtransactions. We'll check that out and stuff like that. What is power pass? You do not have a pass, and therefore cannot use one. Well, what if I wanted to use one? Okay, how do I even get out of this? Oh, exit right here. All right, let's launch and get started with the game. Now, I'll skip some of the dialogue and some of the stuff in the game. Now, there are options to select different things, and I actually do want to test this out. There are options in this game, at least in like the earlier versions, at least in the Korean version, as well as in the beta, I believe in the English version, where you would have these options in like the story campaign, but they would all lead to the same result anyways, and we'll kind of test that out. I like this is like kind of like a Microsoft PowerPoint. There's better cutscenes. I won't skip it on like the good cutscenes, but like this one is just like it's a Microsoft PowerPoint. So we move with left click. It's an action RPG, but it's more in the MMO genre. I know a lot of you guys, again, that are Path of Exile players, Diablo players that have maybe followed me for that because I stream all the time. By the way, feel free to follow me over on Twitch. We'll probably end up streaming this game as well as other newer games in the future over on there. But
forces of chaos.
This game, it's not like Diablo or Path of Exile. Even though it is like an isometric action RPG, it's different. And it comes down to the loot, the questing, the way it's oriented. We'll see that in a second. So in the very beginning, we get to basically see some of the subclasses. Although, I don't know, they call it Gunslinger or Gunner. I believe it only has one anyways. So we have no choice but to choose our advanced class. It's kind of weird. You get to instantly select your advanced class in the game. Usually games, they'll make you progress. So we have the Gunslinger. Oh, we can see a preview of it, but we're going to show off the class tester. So one thing that's cool with this is we'll have access to more skills. At the very beginning, we'll start losing these. So we have a charge attack. And some attacks, you hold them down and you wait for like the right moment, and you pop it at the exact moment, and you'll get some sort of bonus. Something else will happen. But in a moment, we'll lose all of our skills, which is kind of sad. But you can animation cancel, by the way, in this game, if you guys are wondering. Some things, actually. Now, this skill over here, if I hold it down and release it at like the right time, ideally towards the very end on some skills, depending on what you're trying to do. Yeah, this is really cool. But now we're gonna go summon some monsters, I guess, and then we can shoot them. So you have a shotgun, a pistol, as well as a like sniper gun, and they do have different ranges. You have basic attack with all of them. But let's just go right into the gameplay, like actual gameplay. So we're going to end the test over here. What it's supposed to be, and I really wish in terms of like design, because I'm kind of, I guess, giving this game kind of a review. We'll choose this class because we can only choose this class. Some of them, well, again, they'll have like 2 options. But it's to like let you see kind of the gameplay. And I wish you could do the gameplay of all the classes. I think they should have started you off as a character that was like kind of like a blank character, and you got to play all of these classes, and then you get to customize your character. I think that would have been a much better presentation, especially for this game, like in terms of the start.
May Regulus bless the path you've chosen.
But ideally, yeah, I would recommend trying out all the classes before you kind of commit to one. I know personally that I will really like the Gunner and like the Death Knight, or it's some variant of the Assassin. Again, some of the translations, because when I played this game years ago, heck, it's still uploaded on this channel. We have tons of gameplay of like the dungeons and further content in the game. But again, it's the Korean version. Some things may differ. Some of the names of certain things are going to be different. But they should have just started off the game with this, because the Microsoft PowerPoint, again, for presentation, it's a little bit weak. But graphic-wise, this game is pretty good, especially, again, for isometric, where you're kind of zoomed out. I know some of the areas in the game, I will admit, like when they zoom in, you know, some people were saying, like, Xbox 360 graphics, what, this game came out. I think the graphics are fine, though.
Go. Where?
But yeah, visually the game looks really great. The sound seems totally fine too. The lip sync, though, I will admit, because again, keep in mind this game it came out in other regions first. So like the lip syncing is definitely off when the characters like talk. It's part of like the audio, but it doesn't really bother me. But in terms of like audio wise in the game, I think that the game did fine. That the gameplay is great for this game as well. It's just that the game gets very, very, very repetitive. A lot of the quests, just as a heads up, will be go here, kill 5 of these, go to this area, do this with your hands, and then it'll complete a little progress bar. So yeah, we'll watch these cutscenes, like I said. It looks like it changed our hairstyle with the cowgirl hat, which I love. But it's cool, you can actually travel on ships in this game. There's just so much content, and I know this game is popping off right now. It's definitely going to be a big game, especially since it will be launching free in just a couple days. So if you're like, I'm not sure if I want to, you know, play this game, I could recommend this game definitely for players, because I know some people are like, hey, do you recommend this game? Back when I was playing the Korean version and you had a VPN, you had to get a Korean SSN, like it was complicated, but now it's way easier, obviously, because you just download it on Steam. At least the Steam client is 70 gigabytes, by the way. So big file size, starting off to the Forgotten Land. But unfortunately, we do lose out on a bunch of skills. I'll show you guys the skill tree. I'll show you guys the mechanics of the game, because like I said, I played the game before. So we're actually in control now. We have to actually wait for the characters to move. So, well, okay, we can do this while the characters are just walking. So how it kind of works in this game is you put skill points into the skill that you like. As you progress, you can see that there's 0 out of 4. We get to select like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Most of these choices are just going to be like increased crit, increased damage, increased, let's say, attack speed, can move extra distance, AoE. Some of them may change the elements. The thing that really matters is pretty much the last one that does something. Like, for example, this ability that you guys saw before, it's one of my favorites, where it throws a gun and it starts spinning, right? Most of these are just number changes, what I would consider relatively uninteresting. But then towards the very end, you can see it creates a magnetic force in the center, which pulls enemies. That would be something more like a rune if you played Diablo. It's more just stat modifiers. Again, for the most part, you can see the explosion radius. Just, again, numerical changes. But some of them will change the element. So element is now water. It'll change the element of whatever you're going for, which could proc maybe other things in the game later down the line. But that's like the basics of the skills, if you're wondering like how kind of skill points work in the game. All right, and then obviously, yeah, like the numerical numbers will change as you put more points into them, I believe, as well. But back when I played, I had to like, yeah, let me see. So, does it tell us when we put one more point in what the next level will do? It just opens up the next tree. Okay. Let's just go continue. So once we open up this, and unfortunately you can't double click. This is a really weird thing. I can't just like double click. I have to click on open here, and then I can right click from the inventory right there. And we gotta talk to this guy.
I like you.
Some of the stuff, by the way, is not voice acted, but we do have the options to select multiple things. And I'm just going to skip out most of the dialogue. But we'll watch the cutscenes. So a lot of this game is like, go over here. And this is what I meant by like repetitiveness and what makes it different than like Diablo or Path of Exile. We go over here. We wait for this little bar to go up. We go all the way back over here. Sometimes, oh, dang, the server's a little bit laggy. Like back when I played on the Korean servers, we were lagging super hard because obviously, again, VPN. But let's go continue. Talk to him. And it could be that, keep in mind, guys, this is like day -2 of the game's launch because like I have earlier access to it. But like the servers may be super stressed. Just, you know, in general, when games come out day 1, a lot of times there's just so many people playing games, right, that the server is just overloaded on content. So hit tab to open up map, just like you would in any other action RPG. And then we gotta talk to him.
The advance party that came first said they had finished exploring the area. But Captain, trolls in the camp. Damn it all.
Yeah, in some areas, I feel like they zoomed in a little bit too far. They should just keep the camera a little bit further out. Unless it's like some of like the important characters, then they're more detailed, as you'll see. But I like the little like touch. There's a lot of nice things in this game, specifically with the skills. So like, what separates this game from any other like MMO or action RPGs? This game is honestly super pretty. The dungeons are awesome too. In fact, if you guys want to see some of the gameplay of the dungeons, if I remember, I'll pin some of them down below. It's from the Korean version, which is the same game, but obviously, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different in terms of like maybe some things in the game. But like, look how we can swap weapons super fast. I love that. This is my favorite class by far. Because it requires a lot of dexterity. I mean, you could sit here and I could just shoot my shotgun, but for me, that's boring. I like rotating in between all these weapons. That's why I call this character DMC, because it's like Devil May Cry. We got all these weapons to swap in between, and there's no delay. Like, look at this. Perfect for anyone that cannot sit still in games, like, you know, people that play Fortnite. We swap between the pickaxe and stuff like that. That's
Sure.
gonna be perfect for this.
Of course, you are quite terrifying. Please, put down the
Hey,
knife.
let someone else tend to the priest.
So some of
We
the
should be
options,
searching the
like you can just,
surroundings.
let's see if we can just check the surroundings. Some text over here. And we can check over here as well. Okay, so you actually have to. Some of the things in this game are technically optional in the game.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's nuts.
Where are we even going to find the treasure?
Need to find something.
Now we're gonna talk to them
This
here.
team must have
Then we gotta
cost
shoot
that
the gate.
priest a fortune.
So it's like relatively similar to
think
what it was in like the
already
previous beta
too
in terms of
late
the start.
to
But
pay
I
off.
figured I'd give my first impressions again because a lot of you guys were like, dude, are you playing this game? I'm like, yeah, I'll play the game. But like, I'm mostly honestly interested in the PvP versus PvE. The PvE for me, especially since like the way that the items work, the itemization, compared to like Diablo, again, Path of Exile. So again, some of these you do have options. But they lead to the same result, which I've never been a fan of in games. Like, I do like BioWare games. If you guys played like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, those games where when you make decisions, you know, it affects the actual outcome of the game. Now, in this game, there are options that lead to the same result, so it's like the illusion of choice.
We're going to break through the barrier and advance.
Okay. So that's something that, like, I guess it's a point of criticism for review. Like, why give the player an option if it's the same result, right?
It is believed the ruins of Trua are protected by the gods.
Yeah, that water looks really good, though.
Between traps and crumbling ceilings, we should be careful.
They've got, like, distance motion blur in the background, too.
These giant statues were built in the image of the gods. Regulus himself created the Ark, the ever-burning light of creation. The Ark contains great power. The power to create and the power to destroy. Just like a god. If only we could figure out its location.
Oi! You gonna flap your gums all day, priest?
He's right. We should be quiet.
All right. Oh, you know what we need to check out? We need to check out the cash shop. I don't know if this game is pay to win. Again, keep in mind, sometimes with games, when they just release on like the first couple weeks, they don't have everything available in the store. So basically, they get better praise for like the cash shop, and then they change things. But we'll check it out for sure, because I know that's a big part of like a game's review, especially as a free-to-play game. Let's check out the shop, and I'll mention if I notice anything that's like super pay to win or if it's totally fair. So because the store's right there, they do not hide that ASAP. All right, what do we get? We have character level achievement chest.
Follow me and watch your step.
So a chest grants crystals whenever you reach certain character level. Oh, this is kind of like a battle pass thing. I'm not surprised that the game does battle pass. We have a mount. Okay. So we have wreck. So it says triport is free. Okay, that's obviously an advantage. Ocean liner is 50% off. Daily report action tries 1. Life energy natural recovery amounts. Wait, like life energy? And I don't know if that's like HP, right? Keep in mind, because I had the Korean version of the game. I didn't really jump into the microtransactions. And it was also, like, when I would play the Korean version of the game, I never felt like I had to buy anything, at least for when I was progressing for, I don't know, several hours. And that's not like I hit a wall within the first few hours. Some games do that as free-to-play games, but, I mean, Song of Return cooldown 50%. I believe that's like, I want to say it's a mechanic where, like, with this class, we play a guitar and we go back. Stronghold research, crafting, dispatch time minus 10%. Okay. And then, wait, what is this? XP gain per minute. Stronghold training camp, ultimate stress buster unlocked. XP gain per minute. Does that mean I can AFK my character in this camp and I just get XP for doing nothing? I can just leave it there forever? Someone let me know in the comments if that's what, I mean, that's what it seems like. It's like, what is that? Pokemon Daycare Center? Let's also check out some of the, okay, so there's crystals. Some special bundles, skins. Okay. Oh, my face is blocking it, so let's move this out of the way. So we have different skins that we can try on. Is it just 2? Is this one different than the other one? It looks cool, though. I like it. And there's different sets. Okay, they're probably going to release more as the game comes out. Keep in mind, again, the game technically doesn't come out for a couple more days. We have, like, the early release version. Oh, we can get some pets. Okay, so does it change anything? Like, it doesn't. Okay, view details. Does it have like extra mount speed compared to previous mounts? Function. A dye regent. I'm guessing that just changes the color. I'm not sure. Okay, character customization. Oh, so you can buy like options to change your character. I'm noticing multiple currencies. We have like a, I'm gonna call it a orange gem, and then there's like a purple gem. Misc services. Is there like revive immediately or something like that? Increases life energy consumption 3,000. Tool durability loss plus 100. Is it this one? That brings... okay, so this could be, I mean, arguably an advantage in a game where you can just revive if you die, you know, in certain maybe dungeons or stuff like that. I'm totally fine with, like, extra characters or a name change. Like, those don't really bother me. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to say for sure if anything is like super pay to win just right off the bat. But the XP one, the revive, it seems like it's convenience. But is there pay for like plus damage? I don't know. Like I'm not seeing anything, at least in terms of the skins. It didn't say plus damage, like, you know, flat damage. Actually, let's look in the gear optimization again, because, you know, I'm a content creator of Path of Exile and Diablo. I mean, you can see the difference. Weapon power, move speed, defense. What's it? What's the hotkey for? Is it P? Okay. Profile. So you can see like physical defense, magic defense. Nothing too like out of the ordinary for action RPGs. This game does have a lot of elevation in areas where you go up to something and you push a button and it jumps across. It will climb. It will shimmy on a wall. There's a lot of these things in this game, which okay, we were just clipping through over here, so like graphics and stuff. That doesn't really bother me. I just feel like it's unnecessary to have these kinds of mechanics in an ARPG. Unless, like, let's say it does actually affect gameplay. Like, you do more or less damage based on certain things. Ooh, that thing does massive damage. We just got some new gloves. It just has the up arrow, so just extra stats, vitality.
More trolls incoming.
Yeah, like I said, I love this class so much. If you like a very active class, this is definitely a class for you. But if you like to just chill back, probably don't play this class. Your fingers are going to get tired, but to me, this is what makes the game exciting. Especially for the PvP. Oh, cannot wait to play PvP, but it's going to be a while. That one has a long wind up.
What about the others trapped on the other side?
Don't whine at me. Did you have a death wish? It had to be done.
Oh, it wants us to... Oh, we already equipped the item.
You're okay.
I was just making a rational decision to save everyone.
Okay. So go over here. We'll place this. So there's a lot of this in this game. This is one point of criticism, which I wish the NA version didn't have, but like it kind of changes up the quest line a lot. But like there's so much of go over here, push this button, go to this person.
Once you set it up.
Okay, this one had like a little bit. So I have to retrieve the bomb.
Thing goes off fast.
Now I gotta go place the bomb after already inspecting. Does that kind of make sense? Like I go over here, I scan this, go walk back, wait for this bar. I can understand waiting for the bomb to plant, but there's some areas in the game where it'll be like, walk down, and then you have to hit a button, and then it walks down. It's like, why not just walk down? Oh, and now I have to examine the entrance. Don't move. Otherwise it ruins the little bar. Like, there's so many progress bars that are unnecessary, and it ruins the flow of the game, if that makes any sense.
Another way.
So I wish that they didn't do that with the game, especially for the NA launch, because most of us don't have the patience, especially with the grind. There's a heavy amount of grinding in this game. For the NA version, I don't know like if they've changed it. Someone let me know though if you guys have progressed super far. Is it basically the same as the Korean? There's also a Russian version. I never played the Russian one. But like I said, the game, it does look really good. Again, when it's in the right camera angles. But there are some clipping of certain, like, you know, objects. But again, it doesn't really bother me. So normally this attack has a like a shot at the very end. You can animation cancel it with our, what is it called? Stampede. Or evade, whatever you want to call it. I gotta go now to go back, talk to him.
What is this?
But I feel like nowadays with games, just in general for presentation, especially earlier on, everything should be voice acted personally. Like, that's just my opinion for, like, you know, sound and design. Some of it will have like one line.
And we found nothing.
Let's see if he says, yeah, and then he says one line, then the rest is just not narrated. Again, games these days, even mobile games, everything is fully narrated because it feels like the production is much higher, right? I mean, this is, I guess technically Amazon had what, Crucible before. But like this is like Amazon's like first game. I think that for a first impression, at least for the first like few hours of the game, narrate every single voice line, put as much effort in as possible to really give up that good presentation. Again, that Microsoft PowerPoint in the like character story, you could probably just drop it, just show it off like this. I think it'd be a little bit better. But the game is fun. And at the end of the day, the thing that carries this game is really the visuals in the gameplay. But it is repetitive. I will warn you guys that it is very, very, very repetitive. I mean, a lot of Korean and like Eastern games are. I used to play Lineage too, so I understand repetitiveness and grind. But yeah, there's a lot of like unnecessary. Like, see how they're all moving and we're just like sitting here? Why not us move together while they're narrating, while they're like talking, right? I think that's a way better way to make the game feel more fluid. But over here, okay, it wants to show off the map. Just basically go to where it says go over there. So we go over here. We have to open the door, and I have to find out that it won't budge. Now I have to walk all the way back, and again, you do this again and again. This is what I mean by how repetitive the game is. And sometimes there's not always combat, but it might be go over here, kill 5 of these. Now I have to go to this obelisk until it finishes, and then I go over here, and then I go do this with my hand, and then I go back, and then I wait for another progress bar or something else to happen. So now I wait over here. I have to check the key of light. Now I gotta check this.
Looks like this rookie has found a way.
Now we get to open up the door. Another channeling thing. I don't know, like, it might not be that big of a deal that you're thinking, like, oh, you gotta wait, like, 5 seconds here, 5 seconds here. But this all adds up to what I consider filler content versus actual raw gameplay, especially for the very beginning of the game. But they're trying to teach you, you're gonna be doing this, and you will be.
I got a bad feeling about this. Look!
Treasure.
Wait! Hands off the treasure! I'm in charge here! Move aside!
Stop, you greedy fools! Look outside!
But the most important part is the gameplay is good. And so, for the first impressions, yeah, this game is awesome. You're rotating through all the abilities. There we go. That's just so much fun.
Almost died. Screw the contract. Let's grab what we can.
That wasn't the deal.
The guy with the sword makes the rules, kid. Grab the stone. It looks valuable.
No, don't touch it.
Get away!
Stop! It's a trap.
Help me!
So we can either save or we can run away. We're gonna hit save and watch what happens.
Please, don't let me die.
Get back.
Doesn't matter anyways. It's the illusion of choice. It's the I believe, at least when I played before, no matter what you choose,
Would have killed you
it
both.
selects the exact same option. And like I said, that's just a point of criticism. Why give the player an option if it doesn't matter? It just makes the game look like it has more content when it really doesn't, right? But I don't think people are playing this game necessarily for like the narration. What is really cool with this game are the dungeons, which we probably won't see in this video. But yeah, check the pinned comment. If I remember, I'll put it there. Oh, I gotta talk to him now.
There's just two of us now.
I wish we just got to talk and walk at the same time versus like we go and pause on a screen where it just like goes into like bad graphics because it's too zoomed in. Because the game's not meant to be, you know, really looked in that zoomed up. I feel like our character's probably not supposed to have their gun out right here.
Which way should we take?
We gotta just walk. And then, oh no, the floor has fallen.
Are you alright?
So there's no like actual like skill with this right here where
alive.
you're balancing.
Let's
It would be cool if like you had to actually like move your mouse perfectly, or like you'd fall.
It's so dark.
'Cause again, there's a lot of this. Go here, push this button, and your character slowly traverses. But it's not like a platformer where you need to time things.
Over here.
If that makes any sense.
Take this and go up.
I know a lot of action RPGs are doing this. Even Diablo 4 is doing this system in the future. But like I said, if they add PvP where it matters, then I think, okay, that would be interesting. At least it gives some sort of design in it versus busy hit button work.
What's this?
I like how they're telling us now, hey, did you know you can swap between skills? So if you do get hit, you can, like, I don't know what it's called officially in this game. I'm gonna call it, like, tech, like in Smash Bros. Some weapons have different range. So don't stand in like the red circles. It's also, I guess, telling us to use like potion or something. Dodge it. There we go. Got him. I like that camera angle. Oh, plus the way she walks, I love it. That's why I love Eastern games. They always show that kind of quality fan service. All right, we got to get the scroll.
When the light of destiny reaches the end of the world, the Winged Watcher shows the way to the light of creation. When the chaos of the abyss opens its eyes once again, you will follow the pride of lions to the beginning. Destiny calls to you, O Chosen One.
All right, true. The Forgotten Land. We gotta talk to the father now.
Are you all right?
Okay, let's go back. What's the prophecy about? Deliver the prophecy. Okay, we gotta go walk
I
back.
believe this is where we
Oh, we
part
do
ways.
definitely have pop-ins, like basically where it's still
Rest
rendering
assured.
some of the stuff.
We will meet again.
Which usually what games will do is they'll have like some sort of either like black in between or like a loading screen, so that way all the things can load in, and then it just pops
You and
in.
I.
Like it just goes instantly versus having part of it render in, because it kind of makes the game feel a little bit less polished when it does do that. Oh, he's actually bad. It's kind of a cool little, like, you know, story.
Ride home it is then.
Because he looked very, like, you know, nice and innocent.
Better get to it.
But yeah, I didn't really follow the story too much because
Keep destiny.
I played in the Korean version, so it was kind of difficult to follow along because of the translation, 1. 2, trying to do it fast enough on my phone while like the thing was going using Google Translate. But now we're in Runa Pass. All right. So we're going to be basically continuing. A lot of the quests at this point are going to be like kill 5 of these, go here, go to where this orange marker is. But I'm going to go ahead and end it for like our first impressions in the first 30 minutes. Pretty much right here, but I'm curious to know how you guys feel about the game, and I probably will upload more about this game in the future. Like I said, I'm mostly interested in the PvP versus PvE, but I will probably I'll have to play PvE. I don't think you can just create PvP, but if you can in the future, I'll just create PvP characters and videos, because like that's what I'm mostly interested in this game about, or that's what the reason why I decided to pick up this game myself. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it if you're newer and do want to see more content in this game in the future, and let me know what you guys would like me to cover, and definitely someone let me know if the game is actually pay to win. I want to know myself. I briefly checked out the microtransactions in the store, but I didn't notice anything super obvious like plus damage or anything like that. But if you want to see more in the future, we'll drop some more videos. But take care, subscribe, turn on the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video if you're new. Peace.